Hi, Bob Kurtz here, golf's Ironman, holder of 7 world records. We have an awful lot of episodes, good instruction, wonderful stories, but maybe you don't want to go through 100 videos. Maybe you just would like to see them all at once. We took a little bit of time and we put a compilation of shorter episodes just for you. Enjoy. Putting is simple. You only have 2 principles, the line and the speed. Every putt is a straight putt. If it breaks a lot, you still start it on the straight line. So all you have to do is pick the line and hit the ball straight. That's the principle. Stroke the ball, don't poke, don't jab, and stroke it on the line that you've selected. Now this line should be about here like this, straight line, because it's going to break about that much. So let's get the line and the stroke correct. There are 2 bunker shots. For the longer bunker shot, you have it square and hit it as thin as you can with just taking a tiny bit of sand. We're going to about 25 yards. Short bunker shots, you got to hit straight up in the air. You open it like this, take a big swing, take a lot of sand, and let the ball float out and drop by the pins. If you want to hit it high, open it up, a lot of sand. If you want to hit it long, less sand, and the club face a lot more square. You've got to be a 1 club wonder. This is a 50-degree wedge. I can hit it 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, up to 95 yards, just by going a little further back. Here's 50 yards. 60 yards. Up to 95 yards. Okay, that's in the hole. No, it's not. It took a bad bounce. Now I'm going to show you the hardest shot you have ever seen from a bunker. This ball is buried. I mean buried. It's on the lip of the bunker and you have no no balance here. How in the world can you get it out? You can't, because if you open your blades, you're just going to drive the ball into that. Here is the secret. Normal shot, you hit it with a hosel. This shot, you hit it with the toe. You turn the toe in like this, and boom, it comes out. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely amazing golf. I'm really surprised at how many bad chippers there are. They're just flippy. They flip like this, or they stab it. They go. Now, there's a right way to chip. Angle the shaft, and then keep the angle of the wrist, the right wrist, and just you don't have a swing. There's no way you could hit the ball. So what do? Well, supposedly you could flip the club over, and I can do that, Grady can do that, but you haven't practiced hitting it left-handed, which you may hit it back in the bushes. Here's the shot. I'll show you. Stand here like this with your back to the target where you want to go. Simple. Easy shot. Gets you back in play. Your power hand, which is your trailing hand, that's your right hand for a right-hander, left hand for a left-hander. You make it like a claw. And these 2 fingers, they go on the grip like this. And what does that do? The claw grip works so well because it lets the lead arm lead. There are 2 important distances in the golf swing. One is 2 feet. 1 foot away from the ball coming into it, and the other following through here. So from here to here on the downswing, you've got to be square, right here. Everything else that gets you to there doesn't matter if you're here. Bobby Jones also said, now listen to this, the most important distance in the golf swing is 6 inches. That's the difference between your ears. That's what's in your brain. And you start getting your brain overactive in the golf swing, you're done. Keep it simple.
When we think about our golf swing, we think about moving the club and moving the club back to the ball. But that's a lot of distance. If we have the club head at the ball and we're trying to move the club head, it's going from here to here to here to here. And then we're trying to get it back here, 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 and hopefully everything lines up and it's square and solid. That to me is a high standard to expect, particularly if we're not professionals and do it for a living. So what I like to think about is, rather than moving the club, what am I doing with me? All I'm going to do is twist my core to the right. That's as far as I can go. That's not a lot of motion. You'll see that that's a full swing. But all I did was move from here to here. Then I reverse it and I untwist to the finish. Now the club will follow me, and it helps you understand that the swing isn't very big. So your expectation of repeating it becomes much, much higher.
We'll be right back with more of our instructional videos and hope you're really enjoying it. But first, would you take just a moment and subscribe? Please, that helps so much. Plus, I'd like to hear your comments. If you have a type of lesson that you'd really like to see, let me know. Comment below. All of us feel like our right shoulder is strong, don't we? We can throw a punch with it. We can do things with our right shoulder. We feel strong, so we want to hit the ball with that right shoulder. So a senior swing and other swings look like this. There's no power in that because the lower body, which is the source of power, is not used at all. And plus the swing is short. Two secrets. It's length of the backswing and the legs. Hogan says it's the elbows and the hips connected. He is like this and this. See the connection? The elbows are staying right with the hips. So see, they turn together. But if you focus on the hips being connected to the elbows, you're going to be very successful and have a very tight Hogan-like swing. First we're doing elbows, elbows, and then pretty soon
we want the acceleration in front of the ball. And the reason I'm holding this upside down is because you can make a sound. So now you can understand, where is that sound coming from? Oof, back here. That's very common. Acceleration is key right through here. So flip it upside down so we can hear that sound.
It's almost from here to here. It
Correct.
could be a little bit further past.
Yeah, we want to try to get it in front of the ball.
Where do we start with Snead? We'll start at the top of his head and go all the way down to the bottom of his feet. Nobody had their head in position better than Sam Snead. His head would not move forward till after he struck the ball. What about the feet?
Heck, I learned barefooted. Your weight is always balanced between the ball of your foot and your heel. You pivot on the inside and work that way a few swings.
So if you keep your head still and you're using your feet in the swing, you're going to hit it as sweet as Snead. The back of the lead hand matches the face of the driver or the club. Make sure that the back of the lead hand is square with the ball. You're going to hit straight shots. How do you get rid of that desire to throw the upper body? Try to do a little Sam Snead. Just keep the head as steady as possible. So what I do is I swing off the ball, but I keep my head right here. The greatest swing of all time, Ben Hogan. We are going to look at his swing and see an extraordinary lesson just for you. The entire time that you're swinging, you are under this pane of glass. It eliminates the three basic mistakes that most middle and high handicappers make: length and legs. Going back to be Jack Nicklaus when he was in his 20s and 30s and early 40s. This is the impact position with the shoulders back, the right elbow leading this wrist. If you're not at this impact position, you're just going to be swinging like that, and you're going to pull the ball, push the ball. The secret of the reverse K. In other words, your body forms a reverse K. This is the the natural back part of the K, but then this and this. The hips tilted forward, the shoulders back. That impact, you are in the reverse K and then release. Man, are you going to hit great shots. McIlroy keeps that heel down so that massive shoulder turn of his just begins to create so much tension so that when he lets go, that club head speed is incredible. His head, of course, his head stays just so still throughout the swing. Rory McIlroy makes the greatest X with his hips and shoulders you've ever seen. If your hips are open like this at impact and your shoulder is back like this, these form an X. It's like you're just keeping this right shoulder back while the hips rotate as fast as they can, and boom! You don't want to swing like a beautiful professional. You want to swing like Happy Gilmore. What I do is use that javelin step, which is called the step over, where you step with your left foot, your right foot comes behind, and then you throw. So when I'm running up there, I'm running up with a club, and I take that step like this and then hit it. So let's talk about the swing and the fact that you're not Arnold Palmer. Remember, Arnie always said to us, swing your swing. There are two vital parts of the swing for seniors and for those who aren't as physically gifted as Arnie: length and legs. It's the length of your backswing. If you can get your hands up here by your right ear or left ear if you're left-handed, get your hands up here, and then the rest of your swing is just your legs just go into it and you stay back here. Length and then legs. Do you want me to hit this head of lettuce? You want me to break the shaft of my driver? I'm going to do it. I am going to take my driver and let's see what happens with this head of lettuce when we pound it into space. Here we go. Thank you for joining us on absolutely amazing golf. Oh my gosh, I didn't know what had happened. Thanks for watching this compilation of videos. I hope you really enjoyed it. I have so much fun putting all of this together, and I hope you'll just keep on watching on these absolutely amazing videos.